We're hauling some books, folks. Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. As you can see, I bought some books, and I haven't bought books in about a year. I didn't buy any books in 2022, which is crazy, like my willpower is strong as hell. But I read a lot last year, and if you didn't know, I tend to read my books via libraries or wherever I can find them online, just because I'm not gonna buy every single book I'm trying to read. Like, that's just, one, it's unsustainable, and two, it's kind of ridiculous. I don't need that many books. Even for some books that I love, I don't feel the need to own them. So that is like my thought process on buying books. But I did read gems last year that I did want to own. So in the beginning of April, I ordered some books, and here they all are. Now, most of them, as I said before, I have already read because I just don't believe in buying a bunch of books that I have no idea if I'm gonna like or not. So I prefer to read my books first and then decide whether or not I want to buy them. That being said, I do have a couple books that I want to haul first because I did get them in December for Christmas. The first one is I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy. I read this last year with the audiobook, 5 out of 5 stars. I already talked about it in my favorite books of 2022. If you want to go check that out, link in the description. I just thought I really like this memoir, and I feel like it's something that I might reread at some point, and even if I never do, I might revisit some passages, so I got it. And the final book that I received for Christmas is Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I loved this book. I read this in 2021. I think I also gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. It's great. It's amazing. It's also part of the, Hollywood cinematic universe that TJR has got going on. This follows the Riva kids, who are McRiva's kids, and we all know who McRiva is, and we all love to despise him. Now, let's get to the unboxing. I'm gonna start with this small package first. I'm pretty sure I know what this is. Let's do that. I didn't think about how I'm going to open this while holding the mic. I'm just gonna put this down for a few seconds. Scissors. Scissor. This is Experiments in Imagining Otherwise by Lola Olufemi. If I'm not mistaken, this is a nonfiction book about feminism. I forgot to pick up my mic. This is one that I actually haven't read yet, and I couldn't find it anywhere for the life of me, so I decided to just get it. It's pretty short and it's nonfiction, and I want to expand my nonfiction. How do you say that? I want to read more nonfiction, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Hopefully I enjoy this. Now on to the next package. Again, I'm gonna put the mic down. Some ASMR. Ooh. Hey, okay, it's The Miseducation of Cameron Post by Emily M. Danforth. I actually have read this. I read this a long time ago, actually. I read this in 2020, and I never bought a copy, and it's one of my favorite books of all time. And I have it now in all its floppy paperback glory. I love that. So if you don't know what The Miseducation of Cameron Post is about, it's essentially about Cameron Post, whose parents have just died in a car crash, and her first thought when she hears the news is relief, because her parents will never have to know now that hours earlier she'd been kissing a girl. This is pretty much a coming of age about Cam Post, and we follow her through her life from when she's 12 years old up to 16, 17, and it's pretty harrowing, honestly. It's super emotional, beautifully crafted. It deals with an incredibly hard topic, so lots of trigger warnings. Honestly, this book is quite traumatizing, but I love Cameron Post and I love this book. And this is also a historical coming of age, so we start in summer 1989 when Cam is 12 years old. I hate how it says now a major motion picture on the cover. I didn't even like the movie that much. It missed a lot of... We're not gonna get into that. On to the next package. So the next book I have is Boy Parts by Eliza Clark. I'm pretty sure I'm going to return this copy. I did buy it used, but it still has like the library thingy on it and the barcode in the back, and it's crossed out. I don't really like that. But anyways, love this book, read it last year, made it to my favorites of 2022. This is essentially, if you didn't know, about Irina, who's an explicit photographer who basically recruits her models from the streets of Newcastle, and she gets herself in extremely dangerous situations just because she's extremely manipulative. She's a genuine menace to society. She's a terrible person. Like, if you want to read something about a terrible character doing truly terrible things and saying terrible things and thinking terrible things and just needing to be committed somewhere, like she needs major help, this is the book for you. On to the next one. I think this has 2 books in it. yeah, there are 2 books in this package. The first one is, oh wow, the first one is Wash Day Diaries by Jamila Rouser and Robin Smith. I wanted to read this ever since I heard about it, but I couldn't find it anywhere. So I decided to just get it, especially because I haven't read a graphic novel in a long time and I wanted to read this. This is basically about Black women and their wash days and probably the trials and tribulations that you go through during a wash day because it takes the entire day. It looks very glossy and I can't wait to finally read this and see what I think about it. I'm excited. The next book that was in the package is also a Black book and it's Luster by Raven Leilani. Read this last year, loved it. Also made it to my favorite books of 2022. This is essentially about Edie, a 20-something-year-old who's feeling so lost in everything in life. She is not having a great time at all. Her life is literally a series of unfortunate events, and we follow her through a relationship that she has with a 40-year-old something man who is also married. And something happens where Edie and the wife of this man that she's dating meet, and yeah, stuff happens. I really liked this book. While I was reading it, I just couldn't understand what the fuck was going on, what I was reading. It was such a hard story to grasp, but once I finished it, I was like, yeah, I'm starting to get this. I loved it. Like, the more I think about this book, the more I love it. If you love sad girls, lost girls, lonely girls, girls that are basically half dead and that have no idea what to do in their lives, especially if you're a 20-something-year-old, yeah, this is the book for you. Luster. She is in the trenches, okay? By the way, I'm pretty sure I bought all of these books used. 2 more packages left. This is the second to last one. Bruh. Okay. So this book is apparently blank because I didn't get the dust jacket. When I ordered it, I'm pretty sure the dust jacket cover was on the image description, but it's not on here. It also has this barcode sticker on it, which is so annoying. But yes, this is The Space Between Worlds by Micaiah Johnson. I have talked about this book any chance I can get. It's sci-fi, it's sapphic, it's amazing, it's a good time, maybe a little confusing, very political, and I loved it. I think I might return this, especially because the cover is also cracked. I'm pretty sure that said it was like new. Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed in this one. I might end up returning this just like Boy Parts, but anyways, love The Space Between Worlds. Please read it if you haven't yet. Definitely recommend. Our final package. Our last and final book is Sula by Toni Morrison, and again, it has this annoying barcode right in the, like, smack dab in the middle of the book cover. It's like, who wants that? Why would anyone do that? If you're a librarian and you work at a library and you see people do that, please stop them. Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Anyways, I forgot what this book is about. I think it's about this girl, I think lost, maybe doing whatever. Maybe I should just read it. It says, 2 girls who grow up to become women, 2 friends who become something worse than enemies. Whoa. In this brilliantly imagined novel, Nobel Prize laureate Toni Morrison tells the story of Nell Wright and Sula Peace, who meet as children in the small town of Medallion, Ohio. Their devotion is fierce enough to withstand bullies and the burden of a dreadful secret. It endures even after Nell has grown up to be a pillar of the Black community and Sula has become a pariah, but their friendship ends in an unforgivable betrayal. Or does it end? Terrifying, comic, ribald, I don't know that word, and tragic. Sula is a work that overflows with life. Okay, I'm guessing from this blurb, it's about 2 friends and how their relationship implodes. And we're gonna see the aftermath of that, especially how Sula becomes a pariah and how Nell becomes a pillar of the Black community. This will be my first Toni Morrison book, and I'm excited. Hopefully this is a good one to start with. Even though I'm disappointed about the state of 2 of these books, I'm satisfied overall. But yes, these are all the books that I got. I'm really excited for all of the ones that I haven't read yet. That's it for this book haul. There's probably not going to be one until next year, honestly, because I really don't buy books that often. Because honestly, books are so expensive. Let me put this down. And look at the length of some of these, like, really? But anyway, as I was saying, this will probably be the only book haul for this year. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Who knows how life goes? But I'm excited to get to the ones that I haven't read, especially Wash Day Diaries. Please let me know if you have any suggestion on which ones I should get to first. And I will see you all in another video, hopefully soon. Ooh, I also wanted to mention, I recently made a bookstagram. Well, not recently. I've had the account for like a year, but I just kept stalling on posting. But I finally decided I'm gonna start start posting on bookstagram. So you can follow me on there. It's the same as this channel, at Lynn Howells. I probably won't be posting a lot, at least not in the beginning, but I will be using the story feature, probably talking about my recent reads or what I'm currently reading. So if you want to keep up with that, definitely check it out and follow me on there. Bye bye!